Topic 1. Headlines. Geopolitical tensions and security concerns dominate the headlines. Summary 3-4 lines. The U.S. carried out a large set of strikes on Iran in response to attacks on commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz, destroying dozens of IRGC small boats and striking some 80 targets. Regional states reacted with condemnation and civilian safety warnings. Shipping routes remain divided, and traffic is well below pre-conflict levels, and oil prices jumped. At the same time, China's submarine-launched ballistic missile test raised alarm in the Asia-Pacific and is expected to accelerate regional defense cooperation. Detailed content. Key points for understanding. Incident overview. The United States launched a strong series of strikes on Iran on Tuesday in retaliation for Iranian attacks on 3 commercial vessels transiting the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, said it struck roughly 80 targets with precision munitions and destroyed about 60 small boats belonging to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC. Purpose and targets. U.S. forces said they targeted Iranian air defense and command and control systems, along with anti-ship missile capabilities, with the goal of degrading Iran's ability to threaten international commercial shipping. Washington characterized the strikes as retaliation for actions aimed at vessels underway. Regional ripple effects. Kuwait condemned Iran's repeated and heinous attacks on its territory, details not publicly disclosed, and Bahrain advised civilians to evacuate. The Maritime Intelligence Center under Allied naval forces raised the threat level to severe. Strait of Hormuz situation. Shipping lanes are effectively split. Iran is enforcing a northern route under its control, while Gulf states and the U.S. Navy are using a southern route off Oman that is under U.S. protection. Passage volumes remain far below pre-conflict levels, sustaining supply risks. Tanker damage and risks. Vessels such as the Qatar-owned LNG ship Al Rakayat were struck, with reports of engine room fires and explosion risk. Crews were evacuated. While LNG carriers have multiple safety systems, further damage could provoke a major incident. Sanctions and diplomatic impact. The U.S. Treasury revoked temporary waivers that had allowed some sales of Iranian oil, moving the deadline earlier from August 21st to July 17th. Observers see this as a test of the June MOU and the durability of any ceasefire. Iran called the U.S. move a violation of the agreement. International market reaction. Oil prices spiked. Some reports cited 5 to 8% rises, with WTI near the low 70s per barrel and Brent in the mid-70s to 80s. Global equity markets and bond yields reacted. Stocks fell and U.S. Treasury yields rose. Political and security context. Former President Trump declared the ceasefire over and hinted at potential additional strikes. NATO summit dynamics and allied cooperation questions have come to the fore amid these exchanges. Asia-Pacific concurrent issue. China test-fired a submarine-launched ballistic missile. Reports cite a JL-3 possibility into the Pacific, alarming regional partners and likely accelerating defense cooperation and force modernization among Australia, New Zealand, Japan, the Philippines, and others. Summary meaning. In the Middle East, U.S.-Iran retaliation and Iranian efforts to control shipping lanes pose immediate threats to energy supplies and maritime safety, driving oil price spikes and market instability. Simultaneously, China's strategic weapon testing raises Asia-Pacific security tensions and pressure to strengthen regional defense ties. Topic 2. Financial indicators. Yields up, mortgage demand down, oil gains, Fed divisions, big airline fuel costs, and a stock market drop. Summary, 3 to 4 lines. Renewed geopolitical risk pushed oil sharply higher, stoking inflation concerns and lifting U.S. Treasury yields across maturities. Mortgage rates rose and applications fell, reflecting housing demand cooling under high